Yo, what's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, Anquan? Shit. Fucking deal. There you go. Kevin B in the house. Tommy Gun Rock. What's up? Peace. Yes, sir. Man, look. Now I got three people showing here, and whatchamacallit only showing me one person here. Dang, they hate my goods. I mean, I don't even know these people. I ain't do nothing to these people. But I'm gonna drop some bombs. Yo, there you go, Marcus Bowman. I'm gonna drop some bombs in this case. What's up, Bobby Corona? There you go, five. There you go, Mr. Blue. Fellas, these hoes is gonna be selling pussy like it ain't no tomorrow. And you know what y'all need to hit them with? Sham Stoppers, ho! I got $5. That's all you need to hit them with, $5. I'm finna put some shit up. A lot of somebody might remember, but I'm finna put it up again. And this is gonna be a good, beautiful remedy if you're doing it by yourself, and if your shit is in the state court. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Even if administrative court, Title 4D court, put that shit in Title 4D court. Remember, always put in the United States federal Constitution in that shit. Fuck them. They don't want you to put in administrative court because they won't have no money. So fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. There you go, Big Judah. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Sham stoppers, ho. Let me fire this cigar, fellas. Yeah. Let me pull this shit. Let me get to it, man. Y'all been here long enough. Let me get to it. There's enough people in here. It is enough people in here. Let's get to it, fellas. This coming out of a federal book that I got. Must state courts hear federal law claims? Well, it is clear that state courts may hear federal law matters absent a federal statute to the contrary, must state courts do so. There is a strong authority from the Supreme Court that state courts cannot discriminate against federal claims. Y'all hear that? They cannot discriminate if you say you reserve all your federal constitutional rights, especially the Fourth Amendment, 14th Amendment, Fifth Amendment, any amendment that you reserve, they can't discriminate, but they probably gonna hate. When beat people are beat, they go to other measurements of bullshit. Cut this off. For example, in a series of decisions arising under the Federal Employee Liability Act, the court declared that state courts could not decline to hear the federal claims. Fellas, put a claim on their bitch ass when you go to court next time. Hey man, you violated my Fourth Amendment right. You put out a warrant without no probable cause. Where's the probable cause? You know what I mean? I'm gonna countersue your bitch ass. You better fix it right because I don't even know you people. I don't even know y'all. You're asking me, begging me for money. You trying to take my money, right? Anyway, let me keep going. And Mundu versus New York, New Haven, HRR, the Supreme Court reversed the state court's refusal to hear a suit brought under the Federal Employers Liability Act. The court stated that we conclude that matters arising under the act in question may be enforced as of a right in the courts of state when their jurisdiction as prescribed by local laws is adequate in occasion. Even child support court, nigga. Because those hearing officers take an oath. Lawyers take an oath to the Constitution too, fellas. Everybody's supposed to abide by everybody's constitutional right. Because one judge says a part of the land. No, nigga, it's the law of the land, nigga. Likewise, in a similar case arising under the same act, the court stated that the federal constitution prohibits state courts of jurisdiction from refusing to do so solely because the suit is brought under a federal law. So let me give you an example. Like again, say you got a warrant out or a bench warrant, they want to bring you in for some money. You ain't signed no contract or nothing. Say, hey man, you just violated my Fourth Amendment right to search and seizures. And it's supposed to be a probable cause. What's the probable cause? Put that claim in before they pick your motherfucking ass up. Or do it on the day of. A state may not discriminate against rights arising under federal law, especially child support. Especially child support. Likewise, Testa versus Cat precludes that state courts from discriminating against federal law claims. In Testa, the Rhode Island Supreme Court dismissed a claim filed under the Emergency Price Control Act, a statute that gave concurrent jurisdiction to state and federal courts. All right, let me go to the next page. Let me go to the next page. And I highlighted something for everybody to see because I make highlights in my books. I don't know about everybody else. Amen. What up, Felipe? I told you charge that phone up. Here we go. We left out the word the. The United States Supreme Court reversed the state court decision and held that state courts cannot refuse to hear federal claims, at least in circumstances where state courts will hear similar state law claims. Howlett versus Rose, the court reviewed these precedents and concluding that a state could not apply state law defense to defeat a federal law claim. Let me translate this for you guys. Listen to me. Let me cut on this microphone. Let me do it. The court reviewed these precedents and concluded that state statutes could not apply a state statute defense to defeat the United States Constitution, which is your motherfucking claim, nigga. Do I need to say more? A statute can't fuck with the United States Constitution. They use that state law shit because that's what they're bound by. Because they all lawyers are bound by the state bar, the state statutes. Hewlett involved. Hold on a second, fellas. Wait a minute. Somebody send me some. Hewlett involved a claim by a former high school student against school officials challenging both an alleged illegal search and wrongful suspension from school. The suit was brought in Florida State Court pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983, the federal statute that creates a cause of action against those acting under color of state law who violate the Constitution or laws of the United States. The Florida Court appeal found that the suit was barred by state law sovereign immunity. Bullshit, nigga. The Supreme Court reversed that shit. The Supreme Court summed the law in this area. Here you go, fellas. Three corollaries, follow from the proposition that federal law is part of the law of the land in the state. A state court may not deny a federal right when the parties and controversies are properly before it in the absence of a valid excuse. Ooh, that is beautiful, fellas. Mm, mm, mm. If that ain't music to your ears, an excuse that is inconsistent with or violates federal law is not a valid excuse. The supremacy clause forbids state courts to disassociate themselves from federal law because of disagreement with its context or refusal to recognize the superior authority of its source. So if you come in there and you bring a case that trumps the bullshit, they trying to hold you and lie on you and say you owe this bitch some money, right? For instance, identity theft. Bitch, you stole my motherfucking social security number. Well, let me go see the law on that shit. This is y'all own statute, retardos, where it says whoever gets somebody's social security number without their consent, that's a felony. Right? You got the right, under the Fifth Amendment, you got your right to liberty, to pursue the happiness, right? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right? That's a right, nigga. When a state court refuses jurisdiction because of a neutral state rule regarding the administration of the courts, we must act with utmost caution before deciding that it is obligated to entertain the claim. The requirement that a state court of competent jurisdiction treat federal law, because let's say competent. We all know that all the child support administration, they're incompetent, right? Treat federal law as the law of the land does not necessarily include within the requirement that the state law create a court competent to hear the case in which the federal law claim is presented. And how the court concluded that a state court cannot use state law sovereign immunity to deny the recovery under 1983. Y'all see that? Because when y'all get these claims together, make sure you cross every T, dot every I, write everything down, what happened to you, and chronically order, right? In order, what happened. You know what I mean? Get the dates, get the receipts, write that shit down. If you need some help, you know to hit up, right? But write that shit down. They cannot violate your federal constitutional right. Child support cannot. Let me see. Sounds good. Here it is right here. This is what I like right here. Your employer, baby mamas are all liable of being sued. Correct, sir. They are all liable. Y'all can use the Constitution on a funky ass. All you gotta do is which federal violation that you got on them, and you can get private persons. That's what I'm gonna read tonight. Private persons. You can get private persons under 1983 too, which is your baby mama, nigga. We're gonna read that tonight. Yeah, fellas, remind me tonight. You can sue your baby mama. You got 2%. Okay. Well, yeah, fellas. I'm gonna enjoy this cigar. I just came to give y'all a little layup, alley oop. We're gonna be back tonight with private persons under the 1983. The bitch can be sued because she shouldn't have done that. She should have asked you. Fuck that. They ain't got no authority over you. Fuck them people. Peace.